Hello, vinyl music community. Prog Rock Tommy here. Edward back with another vinyl update. Just want to mention a few things, a few thoughts here. I do want to show that I have gotten some in this video, a few things that were a few things in here that were mail call, came delivery, and some CDs that I've been listening to here today, especially today since. The last almost this whole week I've been working from home and enjoying doing that. And as you know, we're all in this where we have to be careful, and a lot of places around here, having limited contact or have curbside services. So every once in a while, we make a trip to the store, get what we need, and come back. But what I'm really here is, again, is about music, records, vinyl, collecting, thoughts, and jabbering. And one thing I want to say is that mail call, getting some packages, is like Christmas time. It's fun. Sometimes I forget what is coming, so opening it and seeing when, oh yeah, I've been waiting for that. So usually my thoughts about buying stuff on online, if sometimes it's the last resort, like, okay, I don't want to wait for that any longer, and so I'll go to Discogs or eBay or some other places, Amazon, see where I can get the best deal. And then sometimes I'll say, well, I'll just keep waiting. So that's my tip on that. I mean, and whatever is in my budget and what I want to spend on certain things. There are certain things that I don't want to spend lots and lots of money on, or really, really rare records. I don't see myself spending $300 for just one. If I can, I wait. A lot of times I wait and it gets reissued, so that's cool. And another one of my budget tips is, how bad do I want it on vinyl? I'll wait, save up for it, or can I live with just having it on CD? And sometimes I go that route. I'll get it on CD and enjoy that. So, some thoughts that I have lately. I've been thinking about. I have never done one, but I've thought about doing reviews, or a certain group and the records that I have by them. But those are just ideas that I think about. But right now, I'm going to stick to what I've been picking up, or have picked up. Some of the stuff also is stuff that I picked up a while back and just remembered, oh, I haven't shared that. So let me begin with, recently I got Derek Higgins' new music, and I'm sure a lot of us out there know who Mr. Higgins is. He is a very good artist. I like a lot of his music. And his new one, I really did enjoy a lot. The music, the sound, and production all were great. His music helped me put me in a change my mood and put me in a better place. I'm not trying to think about all what's going on in the world. I have no control over that. But again, I really appreciate his music and I'm a fan. So that's his new one. Another one that I enjoyed today on CD is Terry Riley, A Rainbow in Curved Air. This is really good. You can check this out on YouTube. And you might like it. If you do, and if it's your cup of tea, well, then proceed, get it. Also listen to today, John and Yoko, Milk and Honey. Now this is the 2001 remastered version, and I like it a lot. I like the interview at the end that he did back in 1980. and the extra tracks are great. And so I listened to that one a couple of times today. And this album right here has been a favorite. I don't remember how I got into the band Wilco, but this is their album AM. This is a good Americana rock and roll. At times it sounds like Tom Petty. Times they sound like the Rolling Stones. I don't want to compare bands. I know bands want to be unique in their own different style, but this is a very good album. This one right here is one that, in my opinion, it stays on repeat. I play it at least 3 or 4 times. On to the vinyl now. I forgot about this one, but I got this a while back in a trade at my favorite record store. And this is a guy named Peter Brown, and I'm not sure, but I'll leave it in the comments in case you want to research this album. But it's called Thousands on a Raft, and it's a reissue. Like that cover. And I read a little bit about it, as it says on here that he is a London-based poet. Peter Brown began co-writing lyrics for Cream in '66, yielding landmarks Sunshine of Your Love, White Room, and I Feel Free. And later on, apparently he made an album for Harvest. And this might be it. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't listened to it. I only heard him play this in the store, and I liked it a lot. So I picked it up. Maybe I'll do an album review on that. More to come. I'm not sure. Also, I picked up the expanded edition on vinyl. It's 3 LPs on 180 gram of the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. Still haven't opened it. As a youngster, teenager, I used to read about this and didn't understand if it was released or had never been released. But long story short, it did finally get released on DVD, and I believe it's on Blu-ray, and now it's on vinyl, and you can get it on also compact disc. But I really enjoy the concert. I really enjoy the parts that have John Lennon jamming out, and it's a cool concert movie to me. I like the way it was done. I picked up a reissue of Genesis Abacab. This is one of my favorite albums. I can't remember when it was released, but I like this one. Haven't opened it from beginning to end. And here's one that I picked up used. And I won't say it's my favorite REM album of all time, but it's in the top 3 of REM albums. But I do love Life's Rich Pageant REM. I have a good memory about when I remember seeing this first come out on vinyl when records were like $5.99 or $6.99. But I do remember this one. I was at college and I stopped at a record store near college, and this had just came out, and so I really do like this album. The other one I like that I'd like to get on vinyl is Fables of the Reconstruction. I love both those albums. I got a reissue here. It says it's pressed in Germany. I haven't opened it, but it's the Mothers of Invention, Burnt Weenie Sandwich, Frank Zappa. This is good. I had this on CD in some of the MP3s, so I like this a lot. So glad to have that on vinyl. I picked up a used copy of the Beatles of their original motion picture soundtrack for A Hard Day's Night. And I like this one in Help. These US pressings of it. This is on the really cool Purple Capitol label. But I like this one in Help, the soundtracks, because of the little instrumentals in between the vocal songs. I've always liked that, and that's the way I heard these albums. Hard Day's Night and Help before I even started to begin buying the British imports. But so that's in the collection now. And let's see here, a few more here. I picked up Squeeze, an album that I've never heard, but I found it on vinyl for a few bucks. Cool for Cats. Not familiar with this record, but I look forward to listening to it. And of course, it's on the old school looking A&M records. These last two are the ones that I got in the mail call here recently. I was glad to finally find a copy of, or finally get a copy, excuse me, of Keith Richards' Talk is Cheap. This is a really good album. It's on Virgin Records, I believe. Yeah. And it has the original inner sleeve. So, yeah, I look forward to listening to it. I like this album from beginning to end. There's a lot of good tracks. A few of them sound like they could have been on possible Stones albums. Now the next one, I won't show you the cover due to nudity, but I'll show you the back, and it's from another. It's another soundtrack. I've never seen this movie, but I am a fan of Tangerine Dream and a fan of the member Klaus Schultz. I'm not sure if I said that wrong. I apologize. But this is from a soundtrack music that he did and composed for the Body Love. I've never seen the movie. Pretty much I get a lot of his solo stuff. Like I said, I am a big fan. And I really dig the black dark label of Island Records here. So I dig that. I dig the way that label looks for Island that way. But so I finally have that added to the collection. Well, that's it for this vinyl update. Again, I want to say hello out there. Everyone be safe, be careful, take care of one another, help one another if we can. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate being in the vinyl community. And I've never said this, but I'm going to say this at the end of this video. If you like the video, be sure to like, subscribe, tap the bell. If you want to be notified every time I post a video. Like I said, my video is just about records, music. That's just something, that's my hobby, my passion, my pastime. I love spinning records. I love collecting them. And till then, again, take care. Over and out.